Hey everybody, so today I wanted to talk to you about how PTSD is different from stress or burnout. Now, stress or burnout builds up over time. You know, if you don't deal with stress, if you don't deal with certain stresses in your life and you don't deal with burnout, you're going to be broken, you're going to be worn down, and you're going to have to do certain things to get yourself out of that. Now, PTSD, it kind of hits you like a shockwave, right? You have a traumatic event very specific to you, and it overwhelms your brain's ability to process what had actually happened. So what PTSD does is it's going to alter your nervous system. It's going to get into your mindset, into your amygdala, which is your fight, flight, or response, freeze response. It's going to go into your prefrontal cortex, which is all your decision making. And it's going to hit your hippocampus, which is your memory. And it's going to kind of shift your memory into things that you're like, why am I hearing this? Why am I being triggered by something like this? I've gone to previous calls before and nothing has happened, but this specific call is triggering me. What's going on? Now that is PTSD, my friends. If it affects your mood, if it affects your sleep, your memory, your threat perception, if you're always on hypervigilance, you're always on guard, wondering, so what's coming next, right? This isn't normal. This is post-traumatic stress disorder. But it's not feeling, another feeling is not feeling tired. It's feeling kind of being trapped in that fight or flight response. Are you always on the go? You're always watching out, or are you just trying to, emotionally numb, trying to bring yourself back? These are different signs that are showing you that you may have post-traumatic stress disorder, but they can overlap, right? You can really have both. You can be burnt out and you might need to reset. You might need to reset or set up some new boundaries. And PTSD often needs healing, right? You need to do something. You can't just kind of allow this to kind of be pushed under the rug. You need to work through your post-traumatic stress disorder. But knowing the difference between, are you feeling burnt out or stressed, or do you have PTSD is going to help you. So I want to give you a little exercise to do today. And then I'm also going to fire in my PDF. Do I have PTSD questionnaire? It's a very quick questionnaire. You can do it in about 10 minutes. And it's going to kind of gauge, do you have PTSD or are you just burnt out or stressed? And what level of PTSD do you have? Is it somewhere you should probably go see a therapist today? Or are you at the kind of beginning stages where if you work on your mindset, you work on your mental health, you're going to be okay over the years? So here's a quick exercise. I just called it check your system. So ask yourself, when I'm off duty, do I feel safe or do I still feel on edge? Right? Do you feel safe? The second question, do I feel physically drained or emotionally hijacked? Do you feel emotionally drained, physically drained, or emotionally hijacked? And the third one is, am I having flashbacks or just feeling numb and overworked? Now these questions, understanding the answers to these questions are going to give you kind of the path on which way you want to go with your life. So for those who journal, here's a little journal prompt that you can do for yourself and just kind of really fill it in, feel what you feel. And it's, lately, my body has been telling me blank, right? This helps you start kind of recognizing the difference between exhaustion and trauma response, because our body keeps a score. Our body tells us what we're feeling when we're moving forward. So try that, or go get the PDF and I'll put a link in it in the description, and yeah, figure out where you are so that you begin to set your plan to move forward.